Terrell
Yeah.
Thomas,
All right.
TheseUrbanTimes, sitting down right now with a gentleman who, if you have not heard his music yet or been treated by what he does with the pen and his songwriting abilities, I guarantee you, as we move into the year 2021, you will get very familiar with his face and his sound. Goes by the name Luck. How you feeling today, good sir?
Man, I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm blessed. Blessed to be here, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate you having me.
Oh, much love. I appreciate you taking
Yeah.
time out of your schedule. Happy holidays as we move into that season of,
Yeah. Exactly.
getting ready to prepare for these cold winter months. But
Hmm.
you've been staying active throughout the pandemic, and that's a blessing in itself. We're gonna talk about some of the music that you released over the past year, because if we actually time shift and we look at, I'll just say December 2019 to December, as we coming up on the 1st of December, December
Okay.
2020, you've done a lot. You've
Okay.
had a lot of music released in that span, and I love the way you and your team have been dishing out promotion for some of those records, and the
Hmm.
pandemic halted some things. So
Right.
let's talk
Right.
about the new things that you have jumping right now. Though you have a new record that's out right now, Princess. Talk to me about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Princess, man. It's like I like to say it's a cuffing season song, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's real chill. It's a real chill vibe. It's kind of me talking a lot about um, some of the good things about a relationship, man. When in terms of just that love that you have and the feeling that you have for that person. But before the pandemic, obviously I was moving around a lot, in and out of studios, performing, doing shows, all that stuff. So I'd be kind of in and out. So when you with somebody, bro, that kind of it takes a toll on people sometimes, especially when you getting started. And so I just kind of wanted to highlight that, man. When you gone, kind of how that person feels, how you feel, and also some of the mistakes that was made, in between, man. We human, we do things, you know what I'm saying? So I just kind of wanted to, just put something out that was a little bit more closer to the heart, and that was, it was real. Like all my stuff is real, but that was a little bit more personal. You know what I'm saying?
Was that something that you created in the more recent months? So as you had more time to sit back and collect your thoughts, or was this something that you've been working on for some time and you felt like this was time to give it to the world?
Man, you know what? Like that song is actually pretty old, bro. Like that song, that song's probably maybe like 2 years old. You know what I mean? But yeah, so and it still sounds so current because it's a real feeling. It's an authentic feeling that people have, man. Everybody goes through situations and relationships, bro. Everybody, you know, messes up, whether they arguing, whether they cheating, whether they, what I'm saying, like it's something that happens and everybody can relate to that. And so that was just my track, but it'll get more personal as time goes on.
Okay.
What I'm saying? I really want people to get to know me and at least feel like they know me through the music.
I want to take it back a few months, because before
Okay.
Princess was released, and you were getting cats in the mood for cuffing season and what's to come
Yeah,
in these colder
yeah,
months. You
yeah,
did the thing on the record, OJ.
yeah,
Talk to me
yeah.
about that record and how that all came about.
Yeah, that was a fun track, bro. Like I remember me and my partner Kush, we was sitting around and we was just messing around on beats, bro. And I just kind of came up with that idea. You know what I'm saying? I guess I was just kind of feeling myself at the time, and I just made that. And yeah, and so it just kind of became a thing. And the artwork, I don't know if you see the artwork, bro. Like, it's the it's just it's crazy. Like just seeing that, like my face, what I'm saying, driving the Bronco, bro. It's so it just kind of it goes into the song, man. It's real high energy, but yeah, that was like that's more of like a summer, like a club banger, man. It's just high energy, and I don't really think people uh knew that I could make something like that. So I'm just always trying to put out different stuff to kind of widen the range of the stuff that they can hear from A-Luck. So that's really it.
as I mentioned, as we were starting it and kicking the interview off,
Uh-huh.
if you go back to December or before of 2019, you've been doing
Uh-huh.
your thing as well.
Yeah.
And prior to that, as I mentioned, but you had a
Mm-hmm.
record, Saucy, that took off
Yeah.
virally, and you did a whole
Yeah.
challenge behind it and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw a lot of big cats supporting the record, playing the record.
Yeah. Yeah.
Break it down and give us how that record all came about. And it's kind of like you going 3 for 3,
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
to back to
Yeah.
back with some great material. So I
Yeah.
want to find out what's next. But talk to me about Saucy.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, Saucy was like the intro, man. That just kind of came about. I was just chilling, like, I'm always riding. I come up with most of my ideas in the car.
Okay.
And yeah, I was just going through beats and I heard that and it was real nostalgic, so it kind of took me back to a conversations that I had with my mama, like she was all I got 5 brothers and 2 sisters, man, and they all older than me. But she would say that I'm the most talented out of all of them. Like, I'm the youngest, so it was almost like I kind of had high expectations as a kid, and she would just always kind of pump that confidence in me. And but I never knew why she would just say that in front of them. I just thought that was just so crazy. Like she just didn't care. She was like, "Yo, you the most talented. I know they older than you, but you this and you most handsome and you know what I'm saying? Like every parent says that, but like she would say it all the time. So I was, like, why did you? I would always be like, why did you say that? I never really got a clear cut answer. So in the song, when I'm like, Mama, tell them how I got the sauce. That's where that came from, because she was, you know, I asking her, what I'm saying, asking her different questions. I mean, you never really get a definitive answer in the song of where I got it from. You just know that it's there when you see it. So, because it's like she never gave me an answer, but I'm saying, it was a fun track, bro. Like I said, it was an intro to me, to kind of who I am, my style. It's gonna be unique but familiar. That's all. That's what I go for every time. You're gonna. It's gonna, when you hear it, you're gonna know it's me. You hear me long enough, and it's gonna be something different that you ain't never really heard. A style that you never really, what I'm saying, heard. It's always gonna have some sort of melody to it. My mom was a music teacher, so that's where it comes from. You know what I'm saying?
I like that phrase too. You got to coin that phrase, unique but familiar.
Yeah,
That's
that's
fire
it, man.
right
I got to trademark it, man. So I
there. Facts.
can make that bread off.
That's
Yeah,
cover right there. So what are
yeah,
you working
yeah,
on, man? As you dropping off single after single after single, and as I mentioned, in my opinion, definitely 3 dope singles. Something that
yeah.
you hear on the
Appreciate it, bro.
radio, something that you could tell is very creative,
Yeah,
and they do each fit into their pocket, as you mentioned as well. What are
right,
you working on? What
right.
are you working on collectively?
Right now, man, we just really building the brand. You know what I'm saying? Making sure all that's strong. Promote mostly digitally, man. Right now, with what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like to be in the streets, but at the same time, man, you got to build that fan base digitally, man. It's a lot of places you'll be able to reach, that you can't travel to digitally, and build that fan base up, so that way, we can set up different, different city tours and things like that. So that's kind of in the works with what we planning, on the business side. But musically, uh, man, I really got a lot of material, to be honest. And so I just kind of been releasing singles during the pandemic to kind of keep things interesting. But I'm really looking like at the top of the year, man, to really just drop a project, bro. Like I probably got like at least like 2, maybe 3 uh uh projects worth of material. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, and then so I really haven't been making, like, going and making music, because I have enough right now. Now, I'm kind of in that space where you just kind of gotta live life, and allow life to inspire you to make new shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. But top of the year, somewhere around there, man, I'm definitely looking to drop a project with, the singles that you've heard and the music that you haven't, man. So it's gonna be exciting, bro.
How can people
Yeah,
check out your music? How can it, with Princess being out right now,
yeah,
and even
yeah.
the records that we mentioned previously, OJ and Saucy? How can they check out Princess first
Okay.
and foremost as we move into that cuffing season, and then how can
Yeah,
they check
yeah,
out some of your previous work?
yeah. So it's, I mean, you can. I'm on all streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? You can just look me up. A.Luck. A.Luck on all streaming platforms. YouTube, same thing. Yeah, Princess is on there. Go download it, save it, share it, whatever you got to do to spread that, you know what I'm saying, spread that word, spread that love, man. Because if you want artists like me to be around, that music got to spread, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they can find me there. Also, IG, the real A.Luck. That's me. You know what I'm saying? So anything that I got going on, y'all can check it out right there. So
Before I let you go, I got to sneak in one more thing that I want to know.
yeah,
Are
ask me whatever, bro.
your music does seem, as you mentioned, very genuine. It's something that you're
Yeah,
creating and you're
yeah,
telling your story. Can you talk to me about the art of songwriting and how you mentioned that you wrote Princess almost 2 years ago,
yeah,
and it's still relevant? You know, those feelings are
yeah,
still real. Those life events are
yeah,
still real. Give us a little insight about the artwork of the art rather of songwriting and making a timeless record.
yeah. Well, I say for me, man, I would just say, man, just make sure that it's in you, man. Like, and that you really, it's something that you truly feel. That's a part of who you are. You know, it's real hard for me to make stuff that I just don't feel, man. It's not authentic because it's not gonna last. You know, and people, it's crazy, bro. People can, they can see it, they can hear it when they hear it, when they hear your song. They don't even have to know who you are. They can just, for some reason, they don't like it. Yeah, you ever done that? Listen to a song, but you be like, I'm talking about the mix is crisp,
Yeah.
man. Everything, bro, is on point. You hear the song, you like, man, song is just, I don't know. I mean, it's cool, you know. But then you could have heard Soldier Boy's Crank That it was made in the closet, and you just like, but that's hard. It sound like trash, but it's him. It's authentic to who he is. You feel it through the you know what I'm saying, through the song, through the music. And so I kind of just find things that uh you know, that I guess are, you know what I'm saying, that really resonate with me, and I write it out. And my the way that I do it is kind of weird. You know, I listen to a lot of songwriters because that's really my passion is writing songs. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Uh, for others, you know, I've written songs for other people, but uh, yeah, I just kind of like, I really just like mumble the melody, bro, and you know what I'm saying, and I fill in the words later. However, whatever, because the melody is really what your body is, your mind is trying to get out. And then after that, I just kind of go into how I feel, man, and I fill in what I feel like my subconscious is trying to say, and that's how it comes together. And that's why I say it's unique but familiar. You know what I mean? Like you feel it because it's a natural vibe. The melody and the rhythm of it is naturally gonna vibe with you. But the unique part comes just from me and what I feel like I was saying at the time when I was kind of humming that melody. So that works for me. I mean, I've studied a lot of cats, man, for real. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly, everybody feel about R. Kelly, but R. Kelly,
He's
you
a
know what
great
I'm saying?
songwriter.
Yeah, yeah, Ty Dolla Sign, man, he's super duper dope. James Fauntleroy, man, I love him. Sean Garrett, T Pain, The Dream. I could go on. That's kind of what I study. And then I just kind of make it me with the material and the things that I live. So that's why I say right now I'm just kind of not really in record mode. I'm just in life mode, and then all the experiences that come out when they come out.
Respect, man. Much
Yeah,
respect. I wish you nothing but success because I'm rocking with your story. I'm rocking with who you seem to
yeah,
be as a man first and foremost. And I
yeah,
respect
for
that a
sure.
student, of your craft, studying those before you to make yourself even better.
Man,
That's dope,
you
man.
got you got you got to, man. But you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta reinvent the wheel, man, but you gotta make your shit look like the best wheel in the world. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make it unique to who I am. So that's it.
Well said, man. We're gonna check back with you about the top of the year or so, see what you got coming out, see what those life experiences have made,
Yeah,
and see what type of collection of music you put out next.
It's gonna be unique but familiar. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Much love. Stay safe out here, player.
Hey man, appreciate you too, bro.